Hello and welcome back to English Mastery Hub. Study English with me. My name is Karen and you are in Karen's Corner. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. And that is why we started this series, Study English with me. And I sincerely hope that you are benefiting from the series. If you are, I would like you to subscribe, click the like button, and please leave comments below the video. We would love to interact with you, find out which parts you enjoy most so that we can do more of those perhaps, and any areas that you're struggling with so we can address those as well. By now, I trust that you are familiar with our website and that you have registered and are making use of the tips and tools that are readily available to you. We are going to read a blog today. As you know, blogs are found on the right-hand side of our home page, and the blog we are going to look at today, I hope, is relevant to many of you. The do's and don'ts of body language in job interviews. Now, for anyone who is looking for a job or has been on an interview recently, you will know that body language is very important during an interview. Research has shown us that we make an impression in the first 15 seconds after we enter a room. This doesn't give you a long time to make a positive impression. And so we need to be very aware of what we are saying with our bodies. Another important fact is that what you say is only about 15% of what people understand. The rest comes from your body language. And there you can see, excuse me, that body language is exceedingly important. You do not want to be misinterpreted by having the wrong body language. So let's delve into today's article. This article is at an A1 to A2 level, so will be easy for all of you to understand and to apply for your next interview. The article explains the do's and don'ts of body language in job interviews. Learn how eye contact, posture, gestures, and simple habits can help you look confident, respectful, and professional in order to make a positive first impression. Okay, there's some words there that you may not know, such as posture. I thought today, for fun and because this is at an A1 level, I would try and demonstrate a lot of the gestures for you. So posture is really the way you sit. Good posture, not slouching down. Good posture, sitting up straight, makes you look more confident, and the way you hold your body, whether you're sitting or standing, as they say, shows confidence. Confidence means I am confident in myself. I feel sure of my capabilities for this position, and my job during the interview is to convince the interviewers that I am fit for the job. So that is confident. And gestures. Gestures, I don't want to hit my microphone, but gestures of saying, I had a huge surprise, or I had a sudden shock. Gestures can make people more involved in what you are saying. Movements of the hands or the head. Not too much. We don't. Some nationalities are very fond of gesturing, and you can get a bit too much gesturing, especially during an interview. This is a fairly formal situation that you're finding yourself in, so you don't want to be going over the top. To be respectful is to show good manners or politeness. So, if I come into an interview and I sit like this, and I cross my legs, and I lean back, do you think I'm showing respect or politeness? Definitely not. And that is the way to create a negative impression. I've interviewed many people in my life, and some stand out. Arriving for an interview in jeans and a t-shirt just doesn't make you look professional. Put on your smart clothes. Show respect for the people that are there and have taken time from their day to interview you. And you will create a positive impression. This is the opinion you create in someone's mind. Her smile made a good impression. Okay, so any of these words that you are not familiar with, go to your control panel, open your glossary. We are going to look at my glossary. And first of all, you will see the daily vocabulary tracker. And luckily, mine is progressing steadily upwards. And words that I'm confident with and words that are in daily use. Now, I pick words that I don't know in order to be able to expand my vocabulary. So you will see my daily use is lower than the other two. But any words that you come across, whether reading, whether watching TV, speaking to someone, make a note of that word. I encourage you to add it to your glossary. And bit by bit, you will find your vocabulary is expanding. You can set reminders next to words, and they can send you a reminder to refresh your memory is what exactly did hodgepodge mean? And in that way, you can expand your vocabulary in a fun and relaxing way. Getting back to our article, the importance of body language in an interview. Well, this is actually, I've told you the importance, the do's and don'ts of body language in job interviews. I will ask you to mouth the words, to shadow my lips as I read. Mouth the words silently to yourself, and this will help you with English pronunciation and will also improve your confidence. When you go to a job interview, your words are very important. But, as I said, your body language can also make a big difference. Body language is how you use your face, hands, and posture to communicate. A good first impression, those first few seconds after you walk into a room, can help you feel confident and show respect to the interviewer. Or in this case, there are several interviewers. That's even more intimidating. That's only happened to me once in my life where I've had to face this whole row of interviewers. Let's look at the main do's and don'ts of body language in job interviews. Right. First of all, the do's, the important things to do. Number one, and I cannot stress this one's importance more. Make eye contact. Often when people are shy or they're feeling a bit intimidated, they look down, look at the ground, and answer the question and mumble. And that does not create a good impression, especially in English societies. If you do not look at somebody in the eye, you are saying to them, you cannot trust me. I am not reliable. I am not trustworthy. But if you sit up straight, smile, look confident, and look the person in the eye when you are talking to them, the message you are giving is, I am trustworthy. I am reliable. And they are more likely to hire you for the position. Secondly, sit up straight. Good posture shows that you are focused on the situation at hand and professional. Sit with your back straight and your feet on the floor. Smile naturally. A smile makes you look friendly, but it also makes you look positive. And the funny thing about smiling is the more you smile, the more the other person will react to you and the more confident you will feel. Try it sometime. It really works. Smiling at the right time can help you connect with the interviewer, not by what you're saying, but on a non-verbal level. Use hand gestures. Keep them natural, and as I said, do not overdo them. And then nod to show I understand what you're saying and I can move on from there. I'm in agreement with what you're saying. If the interviewer says we have a lot of work for this position and there's a lot of scope for improvement, nod. I understand what you're saying and I'm willing to commit to this. This is a simple way to show that you are interested or keen on what they have to offer you. And then we come to the don'ts. Have you ever seen someone sitting like this? What does this tell you? First of all, I'm on the defensive. I have closed my body off from interacting with you. I appear unfriendly and I am something to hide. That's why I'm on the defensive. Keep your arms relaxed to show openness. Don't fidget. Now, fidget is an interesting word. Let's click on fidget. And what does fidget mean? It means to twitch and move around. Do this type of thing. Yeah. It makes you appear nervous. Look at Jim. How my fingers fidget. I can't keep them still. This is a sign that you're not really committed to the interview. If you want to translate this meaning into your own home language, you can click on that word and translate it into your own language. A person who fidgets. Interesting. Zappel Philip. Zaplin. To move around. Fidget. Fidgeting. Okay, we don't want to do that because you want to show that you are focused on what the people are telling you. This is a very important day in your life, a day which determines your potential future. and you do not want to show disinterest. We've spoken about this. This is the corollary, the opposite. Looking at the floor or above the person's head, fascinated by the picture on the wall, may seem that you are not confident, or as I said, that you have something to hide. Then, as my phone has been doing, don't check your phone during the interview. Oh, sorry, could I just take this call? No. Turn your phone off like I should have done before you enter the room, and do not look at it. It is a huge sign of disrespect to the people who are interviewing you if you stop to look at your phone. Switch it off. You can always look at it after the interview. And finally, don't forget to thank them. They have taken time out of their busy day. They've awarded you this time to make an impression on them. You only have that 30-minute interview to make an impression on them to ensure you get a job and secure your future. So, a small smile, a thank you with good eye contact. Shake hands firmly while you make eye contact. Thank you for giving me this time. Final thoughts. Your body language can tell as much as your words. In fact, science says more than your words. Practicing these do's and avoiding the don'ts will help you feel more confident and professional. Remember, small changes in your body language can help you succeed in your job interview and ensure that you get a job and secure your future. We have some grammar notes, and one of the things that's very important in this article are words called imperatives. Imperatives are used to give advice, orders, or instructions. Now, generally for an interview, we are giving you advice. When you use an imperative, we don't use to or anything like that. We use the verb or the phrasal verb and on its own. This is an instruction. Sit down. Watch out. If you want to make an imperative polite, you add please. Please, would you open the window? Please, could you fill in this form for your interview? Imperatives are always based on the verb form, the base form without to or s or anything. They can be positive or negative. So you can say, watch out, which is positive. Or you can say, do not cross the road without looking. So to make it negative, we add do not and we use the same words. And then, as I said before, to make it polite, please wait for the pedestrian crossing to change to green before you cross the road. So in that way, you can make the instruction more polite. Please keep off the grass. But really the imperative is the keep off. So I hope you will remember those in future. And then let's move on to the questions. As it says here, you may join our free grammar class and improve your grammar skills. If you'd like to find out more about particular grammar points, drop me a comment below the video and I will address them for you in future episodes. Let's look at the 5 questions based on the article. And I've spoken a lot more than is in the article. And so I'm sure you can just answer these from memory. Why is body language important in a job interview? Because you are making an impression on those people. If your impression is negative, the impression you make, you're not going to get the job. And that's the reality of it. And making eye contact shows that you are confident and that you have nothing to hide. How should you sit during an interview? Remember to sit up straight. We've got the gestures here. Sit up straight, good posture. Perhaps put your hands together in your lap, or if you want to use them, let them just rest carefully at your side. Keep your feet flat on the floor. Don't cross your legs and look as though you're sitting at the beach. Focus on the people. And then the next question, why should you not cross your arms? Remember, I have got something to hide. This is like the drawbridge closing across your body. Maybe I was fired from my previous job and I'm a little bit sensitive about it, but I'm not going to tell you. But my body language is telling you that. And lastly, who can remember what should you do at the end of an interview? Thank the people. So when you stand up, put out your hand, give a nice firm handshake, smile, look them in the eye. I want to thank you for the time afforded me today for this interview. I really appreciate it and I hope to see you again soon. And there's your interview finished on a positive note. So that's all we have about interviews. For fun, I thought we would go to the control panel and we would go again to my stories, just to remind you of this fantastic tool that is available on our site for free. So because we're at an A1 to A2 level today, I've asked the AI to create a story of 100 words at an A1 to A2 level about any topic, 5 words that are in daily use on my glossary or in my glossary. And you merely push create a story, wait, and look, your story has been published. And here is the story. Let's open this one. No, don't want one. And let's read this. Keep viewing and reinforcing your vocabulary consistently. In a small town, there was an iconic old building. This building was famous for its unique architecture. So you can see it is marking the words from my glossary that it has added. There's one, there's one, there's one, there's one, and there's one. Obviously, some of these words are too difficult for you to remember, but if that is the case, go over them again. Remember, these are words from my glossary. Your story will be from your glossary. And you can even go here and have the story read to you.
This building was famous.
Staying with me for this lesson today. I hope you learned something. And if you are going for interviews at the moment, I wish you every success in finding the job of your dreams. See you next week. Bye-bye for now.